હરિઓમ. આજે આપણે સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ 8માં ઇંગ્લિશ 1માં યુનિટ 3 વોટ વેર યુ ડુઈંગ એના વિશેનો અભ્યાસ કરીશું. ડીસીમાં તમારે ધ્યાન આપવાનું છે, કેમ કે આ ચેપ્ટર મેં તમને 2 વાર સમજાવી દીધા છે, બરાબર છે. હવે ડીસીમાં પણ 1 વાર જોઈ લીધું છે, હવે આ ચોથી વાર રિપીટ થાય છે તો વાંધો નહીં, એવું જરૂરી નથી કે ચોથી વાર થાય એટલે આપણે ધ્યાન ના આપવું. કંઈ પણ તમને કોઈ ખબર ના હોય કે કંઈ રહી ગયું હોય તો તમે ડીસીમાં જોઈ લેશો, અને કંઈ કમ્પ્લીટ કરવાનું બાકી હોય ટેક્સ્ટબુકમાં કે કંઈ લખવાનું ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર છે કે ખાલી જગ્યા છે તો એ તમે ડીસીમાં પાઠ શરૂ કરો છો અત્યારે તો એક્ટિવિટીઝ જે પ્રમાણે આવે છે એ પાઠમાં જોતા રહેજો, ધ્યાન આપજો, અને જે કમ્પ્લીટ જે બાકી છે તે કમ્પ્લીટ કરી લેજો.
What were you doing? The picture. Based on the given picture, let us answer few questions. What do we see in this picture? We see a giant wheel in the picture. Where is it found? It is found in fairs. What were you doing? Wheel. Let us enjoy a beautiful picture story of wheel. This story is different from the other stories. Here are some lovely pictures. Let us see the pictures one by one and complete the story. Once there lived a carpenter in a village. He Tina. Thank you for your letter of 15 July. I was happy to read about your visit to Dholavira. I visited two different fairs last month and I want to tell you all about them. First, I visited a village fair between Halol and Pavagadh. We went there in an auto rickshaw. There were two small temples outside a small village. I went there with my parents. We reached there in the evening. The open ground between the two temples was full of people. There were many shops, toy shops, sweet shops, and colorful bazaar of household items. Some children were standing in front of a toy shop. They were looking at a small plane. The shopkeeper was showing them the plane. The children laughed with joy and clapped loudly. We also saw a merry-go-round and a giant wheel. The merry-go-round was quite small, but the giant wheel was really huge. The place was full of noise. There were many loudspeakers playing film songs. There were many children in the giant wheel. They were shouting in excitement. We saw a juggler too. He was playing with 5 balls and was keeping all of them in the air. It was wonderful. After some days, we visited a trade fair in Vadodara. It was a school trip. We went there on a Sunday. We went by bus. There was no entry fee. The whole ground was full of large stalls. There were many stalls of electronic goods like TV, VCR, and music systems. The girls on the counters were well dressed. They were answering the questions of visitors with a smile. There was another row of stalls for things like fridge and washing machines. One salesman was demonstrating the use of a mixer grinder. 2 young women were asking him some questions. We went round and saw everything. At the other end of the fair, there were some fast food stalls. My friends ordered pizza and I ordered a glass of lassi. We sat down for a while and savored the food. There were a couple of sweet shops, but we did not buy any sweets. We came back in the evening. Okay, I will stop now. Convey my regards to your parents. Yours sincerely, Tina. We shall now learn about phrases. Look at these groups of words. Under the trees, far and wide, in the morning, in her pink dress. Are they sentences? No, they are not, because they do not have verbs, no subject and predicate, and they end without a full stop. So, they are phrases. A sentence is a group of words that make complete sense. A phrase is a group of words that has no verb. It makes some sense but not complete sense. Example, in her pink dress. A phrase is a part of a sentence and adds meaning to a sentence. Example, Rima looked pretty in her pink dress. As phrases are part of sentences, the road, sat down for a while. From the letter, let us list down the details of the village fair, trade fair, and common things found in both these fairs in their appropriate columns. Village fair. It is held in a village. There were many shops of toys, sweets, and household items. The shopkeepers were looking after the shops. There was a merry-go-round, a giant wheel, and a juggler. Trade fair. It is held in a city. There were many stalls of electronic goods, fridge and washing machines. Sales girls and salesmen were looking after the stalls. There were fast food stalls and sweet shops. Common things in both fairs. There was a big crowd and a lot of noise. There were shops or stalls selling various things. Let us form a paragraph from all the three columns and write similarities found in both the fairs by using words such as and, also, to, and the word but to show the differences between both the fairs. There was a big crowd and a lot of noise in a village fair. In a trade fair also, there was a big crowd. There was a lot of noise too. In a village fair and a trade fair, various items were sold in shops and stalls. A village fair is held in a village, but a trade fair is held in a city. In a village fair, there were many shops selling toys, sweets, and household things. But in a trade fair, there were many stalls selling electronic goods and things like fridge and washing machines. In a village fair, shopkeepers were looking after the shops, but in a trade fair, sales girls and salesmen were looking after the stalls. There was a merry-go-round, a giant wheel, and a juggler at the village fair. But there were fast food stalls, sweet shops in the trade fair. Here is a table comparing the activities done by Manisha yesterday and today at the same time. In this activity, we shall learn how to form sentences and also learn the present continuous tense and the past continuous tense. Yesterday at 7 a.m., Manisha was reading a book. Was reading denotes the past continuous tense. Today at 7 a.m., she is helping her mother in the kitchen. Is helping denotes the present continuous tense. Yesterday at 11 a.m., Manisha was drawing a picture. Was drawing denotes the past continuous tense. Today at 11 a.m., she is attending a prayer. Is attending denotes the present continuous tense. Yesterday at 1:30 p.m., Manisha was making a paper bag. Past continuous tense. Today at 1:30 p.m., she is present in her class. Present continuous tense. Yesterday
તો આપણે અહીંયા પાઠ ત્રીજો છે વેર યુ ડુઈંગ એ પાઠનો અહીંયા ડીસીમાં સમજી ગયા. હવે આપણે જોઈએ પાઠ 4 સન 2.
Sun tour. Who is stronger? Let us read a story on who is stronger. One day, the wind says to the sun, I am the strongest in the world. I can uproot trees. I can blow off roofs. And, oh, I see. Do one thing. Look at that man. Can you make him take off his coat? The sun said. Oh yes, that's very easy. You watch. The wind blows harder and harder, but the man wraps himself tightly. Finally, the wind stops. Now let me try, said the sun. The sun shines brighter and brighter. The man takes off his coat and sits under a tree. You win. You are stronger than I am. Sun tour. I can't find my things. Let us now read a dialogue between Vrunda and her mother. Vrunda, Mummy, where have you kept my project work? Mummy, in your cupboard. Vrunda, and where have you put my color box? Mummy, in your drawer. Vrunda, I can't find my science book. Mummy, I have put it also in your cupboard. Vrunda, have you put the audio CD in my bag? Mummy, yes, of course. Vrunda, and what have you done to my box? Mummy, box? Which box? What has happened to you, Vrunda? Vrunda, Mummy dear, I'm only confirming. Sorry, today I have a project on solar energy in our school. Mummy, best of luck, beta. Vrunda, thank you. Sun tour. Facts. Interesting facts about the sun. The sun is 5 billion years old. It is 15 crore kilometers away from the earth. It is 1,30,000 times the size of the earth. It is just like a hydrogen bomb. It produces energy by converting hydrogen into helium. The temperature on the surface of the sun is about 61,000 degrees Celsius. It can turn a rock into gas immediately. The temperature at the center of the sun is about 20 million degrees Celsius. The energy the earth uses in 100 years is released by the sun only in 1 second. As you know, we